Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Moret Sports Complex. I'm Adekali Ande on today's call here between the visiting Lees-McRae Bobcats and your Lenoir-Rhyne Bears. Just looking at the matchups between both teams, within the last 5 matchups, your Bears are 3-0-2 against the Lees-McRae Bobcats, including last year's win 2-1 in overtime. So this is going to be a tough team. They know each other well, and let's see who comes out on top today. I'm going to give you the starters for both sides. First with the visiting Bobcats. We're going to have number 3, Hedberg. Number 4, Perslow. Number 5, Jimenez. Number 6, Olavide. Number 9, Oaks Nevin. Number 10, Ortiz. Number 11, Law. Number 17, McMorrow. Number 19, Silvestre. Excuse me. Number 21, Sakenstand. And number 27, Sunstrom, excuse me. And now for your Bears starting lineup. In at goal, number 1, Alex Langer. And midfield, number 2, Benjamin Genizer. And defender, number 3, David Zui. And midfield, number 4, Javier Medrano. And midfield, number 5, Sir Kish. At defender, number 6, Oliver Gardner. At forward, number 8, Andres Ruiz. And midfield, number 9, Luca Kolsch. And then at forward, Victor Cascon. And at forward, Gonzalo Garcia. And then at midfield, number 24, Carles Montoya Lobo. So this Bears team is coming off a tough loss against number 25, Limestone, 3-0 in the last home game. So, seeing what I saw in that matchup previously, they played Limestone very tough. Early on, it was back and forth action with both sides very strong defensively. Just the Bears were not able to cash in on goal and put it in the back of the net. As we're back here just a couple minutes away from kicking off here at Moret Sports Complex. It's International Student Day. There's a little contest to see who will score here. Just talking to Coach Winter and Coach Alderson, this is really just been a mixing pot of cultures on this team. Like we said before, 7 different countries represented on this team. And just the fact that they're all willing to come together for that one common goal, to be Lenoir-Rhyne Bears, have really shaped the culture here at Lenoir-Rhyne. And that's what this day is for, to celebrate. And that little competition to see, little contest to see who will score the first goal. And if I had to put my guess on it, I believe it's going to be Victor Cascon led this team in goals last season, has yet to fill it up on the stat sheet early on in their first 2 games, this being the second game. So I expect him to come out big and very aggressive here for the Bears. He's looking at the pitch now. You see who's out in front. You got Kolsch on the wing nearest to us. Then you have Gonzalo Garcia on the far wing. And then Victor Cascon and Andres Ruiz in the middle. And you have Sir Kish, Carlos Montoya-Lobo also in the middle, midfield. And then on that back line, you got Medrano and Oliver Gardner, along with David Zui and Benjamin Jenizer. Just filling out that Bears starting 11 here. Now Lees-McRae will start off with possession. I'm talking to Coach Alderson, this team, they want to make you super uncomfortable. They're not going to beat you physically. They're not going to out-athlete you. They're going to outsmart you and outthink you. So that's the goal of today's match. Just to play the Bears game and get things going here early on. As the ball's in the box now for Lees-McRae. And good defense by the Bears, but they're going to give up a set piece. And I can't stress it enough how important set pieces are, and this is the first one in the match for both sides as Lees-McRae is looking to take a corner. Ball's played up, across the 6, and a shot is ripped by number, a little difficult to see there, number 9. That's Oxnevid, number 9 of the Bobcats, ripping a shot there off frame. And now the Bears are looking to attack. Medrano now over to Jenizer, near side. They're going to play a little keep away from the Bobcats. Good switch by Medrano. Zui looking forward, trying to find Gonzalo. That pass will be deflected. Now Ruiz trying to drive, and he's going to be fouled from behind. But ref says play on. Ball's played up ahead. Good stop by Gardner. Gardner now looking to push forward, and he is fouled from behind. Medrano now looking to pass up ahead. Kolsch. We're talking about Kolsch is one of those newcomers I kind of circled on my list ahead of time, having time to watch him in practice and watch him in the scrimmages. Very good. He's able to read those spaces very well. And look at him backtrack. This is a winger putting excellent pressure and able to win that ball back for the Bears. You got to love that hustle from the freshman. Now Zui on the ball, looking for the captain, Gonzalo Garcia. Good swing over to Kolsch. Kolsch plays the ball back in. That will be deflected by the Bobcats. And an interesting touch by Kolsch trying to get back on the ball. And almost does just that, and he will do that. Now Cascon plays it in. And that will be a corner kick. Looks like that would be David Zui looking to take this corner for the Bears. Zui to take it, a short corner. Back to Ruiz. Now play it back to Zui for his left foot. Tries to curl one in. Ball's up in the air. Looking far post for Medrano. Medrano puts it back into the 6. Shots fired, and that's a goal. The first one of the year for the Bears. Bears on top, 1-0. And who else but Luka Kolsch? I may have been a little off on who was going to get that first goal. I had Victor Cascon getting it, but it was number 9, Luka Kolsch. And just as I was talking about Kolsch delivers for the Bears, putting them on the board here for the first time this season. As a free kick is put in now, heading towards Langer, and Langer able to secure that one. A ball is played forward. Gonzalo Garcia is racing towards it, gets to it, trying to pass it to Ruiz, and not able to get it there. So we're going to show that replay here of Kolsch's shot. As we're going back and forth here. Junizer now, Cascone. Lays it back to Langer. Junizer. Good switch to Kish. A nice ball to Zui. Zui now looking up ahead for Ruiz, and he's going to be offsides. It's the right idea from the Bears.
Grab that and scroll as far back as you can, because there you go, more, all the way. Hit that button right there, the 3. Click in there, Allie, you're ready.
Junizer now with the ball, looking to attack, up ahead. Playing a little keepy ups right now. Cascon trying to open up the field. And Kish rolled over the ball right there. Let's hope he's all right. He's back up. Now Gonzalo Garcia racing towards the ball. Takes a beautiful touch. It's now across inside the box. Across the 6. It's low. Still in the 6. That ball was a second away from being the second goal of this match. But now the Bobcats are looking to counterattack. And Kolsch has done a great job of coming up and down this near sideline in order to play both offense and defense. You got to love that from your winger. Cascone now plays it back to Montoya Lobo. A pass up ahead looking for Cascone. Cascone 3v1. It was going to be tough for him to sneak that pass. Ball still up in the air here. As Junizer steps. Good step by him. Lobo up in the air. And that'll be a foul against the Bobcats. They'll be going the other way. A free kick for the Bears. Sirkish now lays it off to Cascone. Cascone trying to find Ruiz. That's going to be tough when you got your back to the defender and now trying to make a forward pass, you got to be pinpoint in your accuracy. This Bobcats team is really pressing here, trying to force an errant turnover by the Bears, and good job by Langer to clear that one. Good step by Gardner. Now Montoya Lobo to Cascon. And this midfield's a little crowded, but good job to open it up now. Lays it off to Kolsch. Kolsch is off and running. 1v1 Kolsch. He's got excellent technique. Cuts it back inside. Lays it back, and that was a pretty pass looking for Montoya Lobo. Kolsch. Now Kish trying to switch it over to Zui. Zui now stride for stride. He's pushing it up the field, trying to find somebody, and Kolsch will try to get on it, and he's upended. It's going to remain Bears ball. Going to be a throw in for the Bears. G-Nizer. Now to Montoya Lobo. Kish an opportunity. If he wants to, he can shoot. It would have been ambitious, but might have been the right idea there, trying to test the keeper. Gardner. Now over to G-Nizer. Good move by Kolsch. He's dribbling in and out. Cascon gets back to it. Now turning upfield, trying to find somebody. Cascon still with the ball. Plays it out wide to G-Nizer. Ball's played up, looking for Kolsch. Still on the ground here. And that'll be scooped up by the goalkeeper. I believe that is Sandstrom. Sandstrom is yelling out orders there. As Ruiz is trying to make something happen in the midfield. Seems early on this midfield, maybe for both sides, has been a little bit congested. As it seemed to be just working on one side of the field. It got really open up the field here. Ruiz steps to it, gets to it. Now wins a throw-in for the Bears. Kolsch now with the ball. Kish, man on. Ball's played forward. Madrano able to head it back to Langer. Smart play. There's Zui on the far side. Ruiz now trying to play forward. Lays it back to Zui. Gonzalo Garcia maybe trying to switch the field of play here. This Bears team, like Coach Alderson said, Coach Jack Winter, they like to keep possession, really outthink teams. Gonzalo Garcia trying to play it across. Still up in the air. Maybe looking to switch the field, plays it in. Sir Kish. Mount to Montoya Lobo, weaving in and out. Just trying to make something happen. Sir Kish now, opportunity. Bears are really trying to work it into the Bobcats defense, and it's been really stifling here after that conceding that first goal. Good switch by Montoya Lobo over to G. Nizer. He's got Kolsch on the wing if he wants it. Plays it over for G. Nizer. Kolsch is going to make a run. Good turn by G. Nizer into the box. Now at the 18. Fired by Casco, and that's going to be a corner kick. As David Zui will be the one to take it, and we're going to have an injury. Let's hope number 10, Ortiz, is okay. Or excuse me, that's number 11, Law. As Law will check off and be replaced. Let's hope he is all right. I believe that is number 13, Steven Davis, has now checked into the game for the Bobcats. Now Zui to take this corner and lays it back in far post. And Gardner gets ahead on it, but he's going to sail that one over the bar.
Always remember, in, out. You got to do 13 here, in, out. This guy's out. Yep. 11. Right. Let it roll for a bit. Oh, no, why isn't it working? Let it go.
So ball's played forward. Nizer gets to it. Now Ruiz up in the air with it. Cole settles.
Let me fix it.
This Bears team has always played Lees-McRae close. Last year, only winning 2-1 here in overtime. Ball's played across. That's going to go straight to Sundstrom. And they're asking for a corner, and they will get just that. Another set-piece opportunity here for the Bears. Let's see what they do here. First corner was a short corner. Last one, they went far post. As Gonzalo Garcia looks to take this one. I would love to see him try to aim this near post here. Look for Gardner or maybe Kolsch off a ricochet. Ball's played in, and that will be another corner. So they go to the short corner with Zui, and then that left boot of his, try to curl one, a service in. Garcia now with the ball. They go near post for Gardner. Maybe trying to ricochet something back in, and that's going to be a goal kick. Bobcats now controlling there, trying to attack here. And you hear the other Bobcats players trying to communicate to number 10 Ortiz to look up. There's some open players around him. And now Ruiz. They're looking to switch the ball. And Kish will foul Ortiz right here. And Pretty promising spot to play a nice service. It's about 35 yards out. Ball's played up ahead and just not the right execution right there from the Bobcats. Maybe trying to lay it off to a runner running down the wing and then try to play it across the 6. And that ball will be out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for the Bobcats. Tough challenge by Kolsch. As Bobcats remain with possession here. Good clearance by G. Nizer. Kind of fed up right there with the little confusion by the Bears on that back line. Just wanted to clear it out. And Langer's now yelling out orders, putting people in spots. Ball's played back in. And a great challenge by Zui. Ball's played in. Up in the air here. Good job by Kolsch to head that outside the box. Now G. Iser trying to turn. And this Bobcats team's doing an excellent job of pressing. Ruiz trying to turn. And that would be Bears throwing. Kolsch now with the ball. Kolsch 1v1. Good job of getting outside. He's now inside the box, trying to play it back across. Well, I'd love to see him try to take maybe a shot, a tough angle. Might have had a ricochet. It always seems that, for the most part, there are not a lot of pretty goals, especially in close matchups like this. Those goals are usually kind of junk, some might call them, or cheesers. You know, those goals that are just played across the 6, ricochet a couple times, and somehow someone puts a boot to it and goes back into the back of the net. But that hasn't happened here so far. That first goal was beautiful team soccer by the Bears. As Ruiz now looking to make something happen here. And this midfield seems like they love to just kind of swarm around one part of the ball. And then when they capitalize on turning it over or forcing that turnover, they disperse on the offensive end. Ball's played forward. Langer's there. Good job by G. Nizer to backtrack. And that will be another corner for the Bobcats. Early on, Bears have had 3 set pieces. These Bobcats have had a couple themselves as well, so it's just back and forth here. It's still anyone's match, anyone's game. As the ref is going to sort some extracurriculars in the front line. Gonna talk to some Bobcats and some Bears. As Langer was trying to move people out of his sight, side of vision right there. Ball's played in and still back. Good job by Zui. And now Madrano trying to play it up ahead. Ball still across the 6 here. Langer with the save. Gets down and gets back to it. Alex Langer showing off those all-state hands. Able to make the save for the Bears. Now the Bears out of that predicament. Now looking to attack as Cascone is weaving in and out. Lays it off for Kolsch. Kolsch now 1v1. Able to get the outside leverage. Now plays it across the 6. Back to Cascone. He fires! Victor Cascone. Welcome to the score sheet. Bears 2-0. Bears are rolling here early. It was a great looking shot. So we're back in action here. Just going to show you this replay now of the last goal. Cascone firing one with his left foot and nailed it outside as the senior enters this scoring sheet. Now the Bobcats are looking to perhaps match that goal. Ball's played in, far post. And great job by Zui to head that one away. It's another corner here for the Bobcats. Corners played in. All the bodies were up at the 18. And Madrano, a strong header. He did get to the ball first, though. Look at Cascone put on the wheels. Gonzalo Garcia breakaway, and he puts one over the bar wide. Would love to see him maybe lay it off to Cascone. He was making a run way past midfield. But that's a good sign for the Bears that they're attacking here early, and they're up 2-0. And I believe this will be our first water break of the match, and we'll be back shortly right after this one.
I'm an active guy, I have a family to take care of, and a heart attack wasn't really in the plan. The pain was so bad, I couldn't even talk. The Fry team was so nice and so good to me. They give me a second chance, more time to do what I love, more time to be with my family. I needed a doctor, I found an expert in my heart.
I knew that there was an opportunity to have my college paid for if I was good enough to play baseball at that level. That was going to make a big difference in my family. D2 baseball gave me an opportunity to play at a high level and to get an education that's going to be valuable for me throughout the rest of my life. I chose to take my experience of being a student athlete and pursue that within my career and to get a master's degree. If I wouldn't have had a baseball scholarship, there'd be no chance that I'm doing what I'm doing today.
As we are back now, if you're just tuning in, your Bears are up 2-0 over the Lees-McRae Bobcats here at Moretz Sports Complex. I'm Adekaliane on the call here on Bears Sports Network on the SAC Live. It's been a very good matchup here. Don't let the scoreboard fool you. It's been back and forth here between both sides. It's just really come down. The Bears have been able to capitalize here early on. The Bobcats have been knocking on the door a lot of set pieces early on in this first half. Like we said before, this Bobcats team knows the Bears very well, and they play them very tightly almost every single time. The last time these two teams played each other was a 2-1 victory for the Bears in overtime, and that was just last year. Now, G. Nizer with it. Over to Kolsch. Kolsch looking middle for Cascon. Now Sirkish backtracking. Now this Bobcats team, that midfield is doing a great job of pressing forward, really making it difficult for the midfield of the Bears. And Gonzalo Garcia is just... he's just a next level kind of speed out there on the pitch. May not be a tall stature, but he gets going in a hurry for the Bears. A throw in now for the Bears. Let's see what they can do here. As the Bears have definitely been favorable in possession. Ruiz trying to stay onside, but that pass from Montoya Lobo just a little overzealous over the top. It was the right idea, though. Now Montoya Lobo over to Cascon, lays it off for Kolsch. Trying to do a little 1-2 combination, but they're going to be a free kick here for the Bears. Kolsch will be bailed out. Ref saw foul, a push in the back. Now Zui and Kolsch will be on this one to maybe try to play a service here. I would love to see something kind of close to the penalty marker, around 12 yards out, and hope for a ricochet. And they lay it off to Kolsch. Wasn't pretty, but it worked out. Kolsch trying to go 1v2 now. Kolsch still with the ball, somehow gets around. Plays it in, and it's headed down, and that's a goal for the Bears. Your Bears are on top here, 3-0. Picture perfect soccer here on Bears Sports Network on the SAC Live. As Kolsch has just been Let me show you the replay. Kolsch was able to dribble 1v2 and then lay a perfect ball to Medrano, and he puts it in the back of the net. Kolsch has really stepped up here today for the Bears, delivering 1 goal and 1 assist early on here in this first half. Bears are rolling here at Moretz Sports Complex. Ruiz now trying to take a tough touch. A high boot right there from, I believe that is Tascon. But that's just this Bears team and their identity. They're all about what's next. They never really live for the moment. It's all about who's next and what's that next challenge they have to tackle. This team playing a very tough Limestone team who was ranked number 25 in the nation, losing 3-0 to them. But already here in this half, they've put up 3 goals. And, next half is a new half as well. So some beautiful passing now. Kolsch trying to lay it in and not able to find Gonzalo Garcia. Bears have been just dominating here on the offensive end. I would say both teams have been pretty solid defensively and in the midfield, but just the Bears have just been able to capitalize more here today on all those set pieces and counterattack opportunities. The Bobcats have had their fair share. But that's just a testament to this Bears defense. Now Gonzalo Garcia trying to make things happen on the wing. Fires a cheeky pass up ahead to Ruiz. Garcia now 1v2 on the wing. And he will lose possession. And it will be going the other way. Bobcats ball. Ball's played up ahead, headed down, and a good job by Janizer to clear it away. And now Medrano's going to look to send it. A good fake. Back to Langer, and Langer sends a looping ball out of bounds to kind of give that Bears back line a little breather. And that will be a goal kick here for the Bears. As Genizer's shouting out here that he was open. Now Kolsch attacking in the midfield. And that's an errant pass from Montoya Lobo. Now the Bobcats are trying to strike back and get on the board. As Ortiz is dribbling around. Good defense right there by Zui. Now Cascon, a switch, and the ref is in the way. As you know, ref is just a part of the game. It's up to them to try to get out of the way, and not able to right there. Kolsch turning. And this Bears team is doing a good job of remaining settled and not getting out of their game plan. You know, that's been kind of their identity here. They want to make you feel uncomfortable. And a great ball forward trying to find Ruiz. Ruiz trying to get back on the left foot. He curls one. And that would have been picture perfect. He had a little more English on that one. It's a tough shot right there with the left boot. As Sundstrom looking to send it forward. Now Ruiz steps to it, saves the ball. Now to Montoya Lobo. He has an opportunity to switch to Gonzalo Garcia. He's over by his lonesome. And Ruiz and Kolsch not on the same page. And that'll be a goal kick for the Bobcats. Now it looks like, I believe that is number 22, Alex Cake will enter the game. Comes in for Sirkish. So the Bears are now trying to keep the Bobcats away from their attacking third. Early on this matchup, just back and forth they went. You know, not one team really dominating over the other in terms of overall play. It's just really been who has capitalized, and the Bears have capitalized on 3 opportunities. Now Kolsch pushing ahead here for the Bears. At 1v2, cuts it back inside, lays it for Cake. Cake fires. And that will go out of bounds, and that will be a corner kick, I believe. Looks like it took a deflection. But what else can you say about Luka Kolsch? Been very good here today offensively, and just the hustle in the freshman. Able to see him backtrack about 50 yards and go get a deflection, just doing whatever he has to for Coach Winter. You know he's got to love that. And a ball's played in. A strong header by Medrano, trying to make it number 2 on the day, and that's going to go wide. Now into the game, Giovanni DaCosta, as well as Eric Miller. With about 10 minutes, a little under 10 minutes here in this first half of Miller gets that header. Cascone trying to play tough defense on Ortiz. DaCosta intercepts that pass, lays it up ahead to Ruiz. Now the Bears are off and running. Ruiz back to Zui. Ruiz trying to go 1v2 now. Ball's played up ahead. A shot is fired low, I believe, by Cake. Cake trying to test the keeper. Ball sent forward. Good job by Medrano. Good touch. Cascone now trying to play it forward. Not the right touch to try to get around the last man back. Ball's played forward. Medrano, strong header. These Bobcats are really working it around now, trying to use every length of the field. Miller now backtrack. Back to Genizer, up ahead for Lobo. Great touch. Cake intercepts it, loses possession. Another ball played forward, and G. Niger's playing tough defense. And finally will be called for a foul. But that's just heads up right there by G. Niger, trying to stop the momentum of the Bobcats, as it looked like they were having no trouble moving it around. Ball's played in around the 12. Let's hope Gardner's all right. It looked like they bumped heads. And smart by Madron to send that one out of bounds. And let's hope Gardner and number 9, Uxneven, I hope they're all right. And we will be back shortly as they check to make sure they're all right.
Being busy in my garden, I got flowers to plant and beds to clean out. When I was feeling really tired and not like myself, I saw a doctor. Look at me now. The doctors were good, they worked with me, and they laughed with me.
And we're back as Gardner had to step off the pitch, and a substitution will now come in for him. I believe that is number 13. Number 13, Micah Smith. Smith, a 6'1" freshman from Denver, North Carolina. Now looking to play some big minutes here to end the first half. It's going to be a long throw in, and that was a cannon of a throw in. Still up here. Shots fired. Good block by the team. And look at DaCosta trying to put pressure. Ball headed, still in the air. Bears are really trying to put pressure on this back line. Force a turnover. Miller trying to get to it and just a little bit over his head. As Gardner's trying to check back in the game, and the referee is going to tell him to go back, as Smith will stay in for the Bears. Bobcats looking to crack the scoreboard open here and get on the board. A little under 6 minutes left to play here in the first half. A shot, a little trickler, fired at Alex Langer. I don't know if you would really call that a save by Langer, kind of just put his body on it. But, you know, can't really be selfish out here on the stat sheet. We'll give it to him anyway. The Bears are now trying to push here in this last 5-minute stretch to see if they can add to their lead. DaCosta cutting it back inside. I believe he was looking for Zui. Not on the right page, the teammates. And now Cascon steals it, and he's going to be fouled from behind, and referee doesn't give him the call. And now Eric Miller gets on the ball, looking to cut inside, lays it back across the 18. Miller controls, gets bumped off the ball. Shot fired by Ruiz. Smith now looking out wide for DaCosta, and that ball is stolen by the Bobcats. Good defense by Cake. Now Ruiz, once again, trying to make something happen and force the issue. He'll be called offside. And we have another player, I believe, down here for the Bobcats. Might be a cramp. Let's hope he's all right. Sundstrom looking to send this one deep. Ball's played forward. And a foul will be called against the Bobcats going the other way. Carlos Montoya Lobo was voted 2019 SAC preseason second team. Really done a great job. I like to call him kind of the Iron Man of this Bears team. Tracks a lot of yardage in that CDM role and still able to push it up the field here for the Bears. Carlos up ahead to Ruiz. Carlos got three people around him and nothing to do but send that forward. Ball's played up ahead for the Bobcats. Good defense by Smith. And the lights are on here on this beautiful Sunday night here in Hickory, North Carolina. Costas is cutting inside, loops one across, and that's going to be saved. Trying to catch the keeper off guard. That's going to be another corner here for the Bears. That's going to be Zui to take this corner kick. A lot of Bears circled around that 18-yard line. Let's see what kind of service Zui brings. I would love to try to get Mandrano in on it near post. And they're going back post. Ruiz able to get to it now, 1v1. Lays it off for Miller. Miller now turning. Now over to Ruiz. Ruiz trying to turn inside. Cascon able to get it back here for the Bears. And Cascon really just trying to hold the ball and trying to win the corner, and it's going to be a goal kick. Really good job by the Bears, kind of trying to take some time off the clock, and send it into the halftime. A little under 30 seconds left here in this first half. Ruiz. Now Montoya Lobo. Ball still down. Plays it back. Up ahead. On DeCasas. Opportunity. GL looking to shoot, and he's going to be dispossessed. And that's the half, folks. Your Bears are on top. 3-0 over the Lees-McRae Bobcats here on Bears Sports Network on the Sack Live. Now to show you a little bit of the first half stats. The Bears have 11 shots, 4 shots on goal, 3 saves, and 4 fouls. And the Bobcats have 6 shots, 3 shots on goal, 1 save, and 4 fouls. And we'll be back shortly after this halftime break for more second half action here on Bear Sports Network on the Sack Live.
Paramount Kia in Hickory. We want to see you driving a new Kia or, hey, a quality pre-owned Kia. We've got a huge selection of new and pre-owned Kias. You got to get to Paramount Kia in Hickory, Highway 70, ParamountKia.com.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
I knew that there was an opportunity to have my college paid for if I was good enough to play baseball at that level. That was going to make a big difference in my family. D2 baseball gave me an opportunity to play at a high level and to get an education that's going to be valuable for me throughout the rest of my life. I chose to take my experience of being a student athlete and pursue that within my career and to get a master's degree. If I wouldn't have had a baseball scholarship, there'd be no chance that I'm doing what I'm doing today.
Playing catch a little too hard with the dog. He's got quite an arm. I've been through this before. It'll be better in a couple of days. Probably.
Visit one of Ortho Carolina's specialists right away by logging on to orthocarolina.com. Leave the waiting to this guy.
Come on, honey.
Ortho Carolina. You improved.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
I remember it like somebody flipped a switch and something was really wrong. The staff at Fry treated me like family and they saved my life. These days, I'm taking time for things that really matter because every moment is a gift. I needed a doctor and I found an expert in my heart.
My path to a college degree would have been completely different had I not run Division II cross country for the University of Mount Olive. Having an athletic and academic scholarship was key for my success. Our coaches were really helpful with balancing out my academics and athletics. I decided to attend graduate school because I wanted to become an athletic director. Receiving the postgraduate scholarship through the NCAA provided me with the flexibility to choose the school that I wanted. So now I know that I can accomplish any goal that I set for myself.
Everett Chevrolet Buick GMC is ready for another exciting football season. Everett has been a proud sponsor of the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears for 25 years, and we wish the Bears a safe and successful season. And August means it's all systems go for another winning season with the Carolina Panthers. We have a tradition of winning in the Carolinas, and when you want to be a winner in the car, truck, or SUV game, come see the sales and service champions at Everett, because if you didn't get an Everett deal, you dropped the ball, baby. Woo!
I love being busy in my garden. I got flowers to plant and beds to clean out. When I was feeling really tired and not like myself, I saw a doctor. Look at me now. The doctors were good, they worked with me, and they laughed with me. I'm back to doing everything I love. I needed a doctor, and I found the expert for my heart.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
I'm an active guy, I have a family to take care of, and a heart attack wasn't really in the plan. The pain was so bad, I couldn't even talk. The Fry team was so nice and so good to me. They give me a second chance, more time to do what I love, more time to be with my family. I needed a doctor, I found an expert in my heart.
Paramount Kia in Hickory. We want to see you driving a new Kia or, hey, a quality pre-owned Kia. We've got a huge selection of new and pre-owned Kias. You got to get to Paramount Kia in Hickory, Highway 70, ParamountKia.com.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
knew that there was an opportunity to have my college paid for if I was good enough to play baseball at that level. That was going to make a big difference in my family. D2 baseball gave me an opportunity to play at a high level and to get an education that's going to be valuable for me throughout the rest of my life. I chose to take my experience of being a student athlete and pursue that within my career and to get a master's degree. If I wouldn't have had a baseball scholarship, there'd be no chance that I'm doing what I'm doing today.
Playing catch a little too hard with the dog. He's got quite an arm. I've been through this before. It'll be better in a couple of days. Probably.
Visit one of Ortho Carolina's specialists right away by logging on to orthocarolina.com. Leave the waiting to this guy.
Come on, honey.
Ortho Carolina. You improved.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
I remember it like somebody flipped a switch and something was really wrong. The staff at Fry treated me like family and they saved my life. These days, I'm taking time for things that really matter because every moment is a gift. I needed a doctor and I found an expert in my heart.
My path to a college degree would have been completely different had I not run Division II cross country for the University of Mount Olive. Having an athletic and academic scholarship was key for my success. Our coaches were really helpful with balancing out my academics and athletics. I decided to attend graduate school because I wanted to become an athletic director. Receiving the postgraduate scholarship through the NCAA provided me with the flexibility to choose the school that I wanted. So now I know that I can accomplish any goal that I set for myself.
Everett Chevrolet Buick GMC is ready for another exciting football season. Everett has been a proud sponsor of the Lenoir-Rhyne Bears for 25 years, and we wish the Bears a safe and successful season. And August.
As we are back here for more second half action here on Bears Sports Network on the SAC Live, your Lenoir-Rhyne Bears are up 3-0 here over the Lees-McRae Bobcats. Now looking to attack are your Bears. So far early on here in this matchup between opponents, the Bears have just been a force on the offensive end. been able to capitalize on a lot of just mistakes on the Bobcats' part, but it's just been a back and forth game. Bobcats have had several opportunities, just not able to cash in on any of them so far. Looks like the same 11 that was on the field before half is on now. Minus Eric Miller is now in the game. And Gardner has come back in for the Bears. And Gene Iser showing off his speed there, coming back from right back. Kish trying to keep control of the ball. Is able to win it. Miller now trying to switch it back. Langer, the other captain for the Bears. Now Miller is pushing here. Lays it off for Janizer, and that will be a corner kick for the Bears. Let's see who will take it here for the Bears. Looks like it's going to be Zui. Let's see what kind of service Zui brings here. I'd love to see him try to fire something near post or maybe something outside at the 18. Because there's a lot of bodies there. Zui plays it out wide. Now shot's going to be ripped by, I believe that was Kolsch. That will go high and wide. Kish trying to win the ball back here for the Bobcats. And a good looping ball played up ahead to number 11, Law. Gonzalo Garcia trying to play something to Cascone, and he'll be fouled in the back. It's going to be a Bears free kick. Bears working around Kish, now trying to find it. Good pass from Cascone to Garcia. Lays it back to Zui. Plays it outside for Cascone. Cascone now 1v1. Gardner now switching it. Ortiz giving battle. Trying to test Gardner. Bears doing a great job of just remaining with possession and not really forcing anything. Letting the game come towards them. Miller battling. And they're going to be called offside there. It's going to be a Bobcats free kick. As the BSC is trying to will on their Bears. Ball at the 18. Gardner pushing forward. Now Cascone looking to play it forward for Kolsch. Kolsch was making a run. Over to Sirkish. Now to Cascone. And I believe Cascone was going to be offside. How do you touch it? Good job by this Bears team to press early and really make the Bobcats work the ball around. Nothing's coming very easily for them. Zui plays it back to Langer. Gardner now trying to turn upfield. Over to Miller. Miller has some room now. Genizer's making a run on the wing. Miller now trying to thread the needle to Cascon, and that would have been the right idea for Miller. Miller plays it outside for Zui. Zui cuts it back for Cascon. Cascon trying to turn. Runs out of real estate and runs right into Bobcats defender. Langer directing traffic. Back and goal. Has not really been tested here today early on. Maybe once or twice. As Medrano now pushing forward. It's Gonzalo Garcia looking to switch it. Gets it over to Miller. Medrano. Over to Cascon. Azui starts to make his run. To Kolsch. Kolsch takes a touch inside. Trying to lay it across the 6. Still keeps it in here. Garcia now turning. Up ahead. Ball's now looping up. It's cleared away. Gardner's getting chased down by number 9, Oksnevin. But Gardner doing a great job of backtracking and knowing where the forward is of the Bobcats. So Ortiz is giving pursuit. Now Miller, an opportunity here. Miller seeing the spaces. He's turning on the Jets. Takes a long touch. Is bumped off the ball. Now Jenizer finds Kolsch. Kolsch trying to go 1v1. Gets the outside. Now lays it back. And Garcia mistimes his run. Garcia now fires. It's going to take a deflection. The Bears throwing. Cascone trying to turn. Good defense by Zui. Bobcats trying to make a run now. As Snevin now trying to cut inside on Gardner. Snevin fires left foot. Trying to find Ortiz. And Ortiz just mistimes that one. It was a good looking pass from Snevin. Bears are trying to work it around now. Bears working around. Miller looking to turn. Now Montoya Lobo. Ball played up ahead to Law. Law is now playing it across. A shot's fired, and Langer with the save. Great save by Alex Langer. Now Cascon now trying to play it forward for Luka Kolsch, and just too much on that pass. Kolsch really wanted that ball very badly. It's Gonzalo Garcia. Now we're going to show you that replay of that save by Langer. Doing a good job of really cutting off the space. Able to save it with that left leg of his. To protect this clean sheet for the Bears. Kish is now turning upfield. And that will be a corner kick for the Bears. So we're going to have some substitutions now re-enter. Looks like that is 22. Alex Cake will check in for Sir Kish. Zui, and a good, strong header by Medrano, but that's going to go wide once again. As G9s are getting up for that ball. Miller looks like he's kind of dropped back and playing almost a CDM role, but still joining in on the attack. Miller on the sideline. It's going to be a Bears throw in. Good pass for Garcia, and he takes a strong touch, keeps it in bounds. Garcia now 1v2. Trying to find Alex Cake. And that'll be Bears throw in. Another substitution as Ruiz will check in for Cascon, give him a breather. Into Kolsch, now Ruiz. Turning upfield. Trying to head towards goal. And now this Bears team trying to press forward and try to get this ball back. Garcia heads that back towards the middle. A looping ball sent forward. But Medrano backtracks and is able to head it straight to Langer. Eric Miller now pushing forward, trying to find Luka Kolsch. And that one will be cleared out of bounds. A Bears throw in. Cuts inside Eric Miller. Eric Miller now crosses 6. Lays it back for Gonzalo Garcia. And that is smooth as possible. Miller assist to Garcia. Bears up 4-0 here on Bears Sports Network on the SAC Live. We have the replay now. You see Miller lay it across the 6 straight to Gonzalo Garcia. He puts it in the back of the net. Now increasing this lead to 4 goals. Good steal by Ruiz. Ruiz now plays it forward, and a shot's going to be fired by Garcia, trying to add to the stat sheet once again. Gardner now pushing forward. And that's going to be a foul, and that's got to be a card by number 21, Sezekistan. And it will be a yellow. Well deserved, if I do say that. You can't. It's a smart move to try to stop the momentum right there, but you could not upend the player in the nature in which he did. That's going to be a yellow every single day of the week. It's Bears ball now. Ball played forward, looking for Garcia. G. Nizer gets to it. Kolsch fires, and that almost caught top bins right there. I believe that was G. Nizer. Excuse me, and that will be a corner kick opportunity for the Bears. Zui will go back to take this one. Bears have done pretty much every type of goal here today except score off a set piece. And then as soon as I say that, almost able to capitalize right there off one. That was a good back flick by Gardner. And then Medrano trying to place it in, just did not get his laces down to try to put that back into the net. Soared that one over the bar. As DaCosta will now check back into the game. Good job by the Bears. Cake plays it back, trying to find DaCosta now. DaCosta now weaving in and out. Over to Montoya Lobo. Now sends a looping ball. Still up in the air now. Opportunity for Ruiz. Pulls it back. Drops it in for DaCosta. And not able to finish as the keeper. Does a great job of saving that. That was almost a picture-perfect play by the Bears. It's going to be a foul committed by G. Nizer. Ball played forward, up in the middle, around the 12. Now rip, and a great save by Langer. Langer, although he's been tested very few times by the Bobcats, they've been all great shots and great saves by Langer here in this match. Good job by Cake to get back to that ball. Let's hope he's all right. You'll love to see when a player is able to put their body on the floor, on the ground. That just shows great hustle and effort. Garcia now looking for somebody to make a run. He's now pushing forward, looking for Ruiz. And Ruiz not able to get to that one. The Bobcats are looking to send this one in. A little bit past midfield. They send a ball around the 18. And that will be a corner kick for the Bobcats. We're going to have a platoon of substitutions for the Bobcats. Getting some fresh legs now. Ball's played in. It's looping, still in the box. Still up for grabs. Good job by Medrano to clear it out. A strong header right to Langer. He's able to save it. He's going to push it forward to Janizer. So we've now entered the 68th minute. As Miller looks to make a run. Cake. Now back to Gardner. Langer going to resettle. And Miller trying to make a run. Cake. Now pushing forward. There's a push in the back. It's going to be Bears ball still. David Zui to take the free kick. Gio plays it outside to Gonzalo Garcia. Now G. Nizer Now to Miller. Miller does a great job of keeping it. Back to Cake. Garcia now on the wing on the far side. Up ahead to G. Nizer. G. Nizer settles, turning, and he is upended and a no call. It'll be a Bears throw in. It's going to be a Bears corner kick. Played back. Zui going to try to rip one from distance, and that one will go out of bounds. Bears just working around. Trying to make something happen. They've done a great job of not really letting off the gas here. As we've said, that is just the cardinal sin by most teams who have a big lead, is to slowly ease off the gas and let the other team in it. We've seen crazier things happen with leads like this. Now playing it outside to Gio, trying to find G. Nizer. Ball sent backwards. Madrano has time. Plays it back to Langer. Miller now trying to split the gap. He's getting pushed in the back and fouled from behind. As Ortiz being a little too physical right there. Ball's played forward, looking for Miller. And he'll be called offside. Ball sent forward by David Zui. Ruiz trying to get to it. As Gio DeCasas now has it. And Ortiz, this would be the second time referee has called a foul on him. Tells him last warning. Next time a foul is committed by him, that will be a card. It's going to have several substitutions now. Good switch by Zui. An errant pass by Madrano. As Bobcats are looking to get on the score sheet. Another save for Langer. This Bears just possessing here. With a little under 15, Miller send to switch the ball. A good ball up ahead to Miller. Far side, cuts it back in. Miller battling. Miller trying to get on that right foot, trying to fire. Not able to finish as that was deflected. And that will be a goal kick. We're going to have a keeper substitution. Straight to Miller. Looking for Wiz now. And that ball will be cleared out of bounds by the Bobcats defense. Lays it back to Miller. Now Cake. As Cake will get a yellow called on him. As Alex Cake will get a yellow shown. Ball sent deep, right at the 18. Good job by Gardner. Ball played in. Good save by Langer. We're going to get some substitutions to now check in. Montoya Lobo. Now over to Miller. Miller looking to push forward. Plays it back. Bears doing a good job of keeping possession. I'd say possession's been 65-35 here in this second half. Good challenge by number 12, Brendan Rogers. Langer going to resettle things here for the Bears and see if they can work it out. Overall, it's been a great match here so far for these Bears. Up 4-0. Luka Kolsch with a goal and an assist. Victor Cascon got on the score sheet as well with Garcia. And a shot will be ripped by Cake. Still on the floor here. And Gio would be called offsides. That ball was scrambling around the 12. Ball played outside to Miller. That one will go out of bounds to be Bobcats throwing. Another Bobcats throwing. Bears throwing. Over to Miller. Good job by Miller getting the outside leverage. Looking to push upfield. Turns inside. As Montoya Lobo was looking for the right kind of pass to switch it outside and kind of run the flank. But the Bears have been doing a great job overall, finding those right spaces, and I've really loved all the passes they've made here tonight. Excellent vision here overall. I think that last thing for the Bears really to make this a complete game is I want to see them capitalize off a set piece, off a corner or free kick. They've had several opportunities. They've mainly scored their goals in counterattacks and really just possessing and making the Bobcats work very hard for anything on that back line. Ball still there around the 6. Good job by Gardner. Up at the Gio. Good touch by Gio. Now Gio is pushing here. Lays it back across for Zui. Zui fires, and that's going to be wide. That was a great opportunity for the Bears on a counterattack. Great job by Gio. Gio DaCosta. Excellent touch to break free and very unselfish of him. Lay it back to Zui. So ball here loose. Langer doing a great job of coming off his line. That surely would have been 1v1 with the keeper for the Bobcats. Ball played forward. Now looking for number 19, Andrew Caligari-Mitros. And that will be a a goal kick here for the Bears. It's under 10 to play here in the coming up on the 84th minute. Montoya Lobo now over to Cake. Cake turns middle. Now trying to find someone, and no one was making a run. That would have been a good pass for Miller. Miller now trying to steal one from the goalkeeper. Maybe catch him off guard. Good pass up ahead looking for Miller. He will be onside. Great first touch by Miller. Miller 1v1. Now trying to find, I believe that was Rogers. Good job by Miller. Miller now turning upfield. As Bobcats are now trying to make a run. Be a Bears throw in. Little 4 minutes now remaining here in this match. And a foul is going to be called on number 18, Gabriel Walker. Be a free kick opportunity now for the Bobcats. Ball played up ahead around the 18. A header now on top of the goal. One of the closest shots to challenge Langer, and he's not happy about that one. Ball played forward, now looking Cake. Now looking for Calgary Mitros. Looking for a ball to Miller. Miller will be onside, and they're going to call him off. Gardner, strong header. That ball is switched across. Good step right there by the Bears. Now fighting upfield. Gio trying to turn. Good step by David Zui. Looking for Gio to Costa and looking to finish. Great save by the keeper. That'd be a corner kick now for the Bears. Looks like Eric Miller now to take a short corner. Miller now cutting it back inside. Miller fires and he curls one wide. Ambitious shot by the sophomore. A little under a minute to play now here at Moret Sports Complex. If your score is 4-0. There's 10 seconds left. Ball's played up. And that will go out of bounds. And that's the end of this one, folks. The final score is your Bears 4, Lees-McRae Bobcats 0. Your Bears finish on top here. And we're going to show you the full-time stats. And we're going to show you the game summary now. 23 shots for your Bears, 8 shots on goal, 8 saves, 9 fouls. And then for the Lees-McRae Bobcats, they had 13 shots, 8 shots on goal, 4 saves, and 10 fouls. Overall, a really great game by both sides. Your Bears just capitalized on their opportunities, and that led to 4 goals on the day. If I had to give a game ball, I had to go to Luka Kolsch, finishing with a goal and an assist. He was just everywhere out on the pitch, and he really earned it, both offensively and defensively. Thanks for tuning in here on Bears Sports Network on the SAC Live. I'm Adekaliane. I wish you guys a great night, and go Bears.